I want to say how pleased and honored I am to be part of this lecture series, and particularly want to express my appreciation to those indigenous nations who have been on this land for thousands and thousands of years and have welcomed us and have helped to educate all of us in understanding who we really are as Canadians. I'm going to try and do something in a relatively short space of time that is not easy to do, to try to sort of summarize how we got to where we are right now, but also to try to point the way to some things we need to do in the future. I will take up the challenge of what reconciliation means to me. And reconciliation means to me two things. It means that each one of us, as an individual, each of us has to go on a certain journey. And it's a journey of discovery and of awareness. And it's a personal journey. It's not up to someone else. It's not somebody else's fault. It's not a general enterprise. It's a very personal journey of trying to understand when did I first learn, when did I first realize or think about who are my indigenous neighbors? What is the nature of our country? And then to continue on that journey to say, what can I do to really try to make a difference in what has become such a challenge for our country? And that's why I know many of you were brought here by the title of my talk. So that's why the title of my talk is Mending Hearts and Mending Treaties. Because I firmly believe that the challenge that we face as Canadians is not just a political challenge, although it is a political challenge. That's the second half. That's the Mending Treaties part. But the Mending Hearts part is about our understanding and appreciating that insofar as there is a gap between us, insofar as there is an ounce of racism or a smidgen of misunderstanding or a dose of just not connecting, we have to cross that bridge. And we have to do it as individuals. And that's true whether we're indigenous, non-indigenous, settlers, those who've been here for thousands of years, those who've come here just recently. It doesn't matter. There are gaps. And there are gaps in our own knowledge and understanding and awareness. And each one of us has to make a journey. And part of that journey is understanding how to walk in someone else's shoes. Or this week, someone else's moccasins. And it's personal. It's not out there for someone else to do, it's for each one of us to do. I'll come back to that at the end. But for most of what I want to talk about, it's in addition to that personal journey, it's about understanding better the political journey we have been on as a country. Some of the myths and falsehoods, stuff that we were brought up. I say we, I mean non-Aboriginal people. The things that we learned about who we are as a country. And I want to cut through a couple of those big myths. And I want to talk about the meaning of treaty. And then talk about how we actually can move forward. What are the next steps that need to happen? In my opinion.